Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Monica, and today I felt in the mood of drawing a little witch with a little kitty. The sketch is actually something that is quite easy, or it is quite easy. It came out quite fast, to my surprise, and well, uh, here it is. For this drawing, and using the wet on wet technique just at the very beginning, then wetting my one of the round brushes and applying it on the watercolor paper. And then I am mixing colors for the background. The colors are using a mix of Cadmium red, Cadmium yellow, blue sky, and a little bit of white. So this is just a first try on the background to see how it comes up, but it's not gonna stay like that. So now I'm starting the dress. I'm really enjoying this part. I just mixed white, plain white and black on my watercolors palette. And then I'm giving a first coat to her skirt, and I'm planning to do the same with the dress, the jacket, and the hat, and also the little kitty. Um, I think this is a easy, very easy painting, and experimenting with this is a lot of fun. If you try, you will see that it's easier than it looks. It's quite easy. So what I'm doing now is I mixed again white and black on my palette, but this time using more black than white. So I'm giving the skirt a little bit more volume and consistency. And well, this is what I'm trying to do with the rest of the dress. So then I am using more black than white. The mixture on my palette, it has more black than white, and I keep adding layers to the dress, and look how it's coming out. It looks quite real. It's starting to look like a real dress, and this is the part that is so much fun, experimenting with this kind of clothing where you are painting the dress. Also, painting the kitty with the same tone of black, and it's also coming out quite easy, and it's about experimenting as well and see how it comes out, because you can always go back to your painting and retouch or give different layers, or even change a little bit the tone of the colors if you don't like something. So that's the part I enjoy the most. This is one of the things I like about dry on dry technique, which is what I'm using right now, is that uh, if you don't like something, you can always go back to your painting and modify something that you may not like is not as permanent as wet on wet, and you have more control over the painting on dry technique. And obviously you had to leave it to dry a little bit sometimes, and sometimes it might take maybe half an hour or longer. It depends of how much water you're using. I'm not using much water. I'm using a quite consistency of paint for this particular painting. So I find it quite easy just to go back on the painting. I'm doing the floor now, for which I mixed burnt sienna, Vandyke brown, and raw sienna. And while these are earth colors, the floor is not gonna stay like that. So now I'm moving to the tree. For that, I mixed Vandyke brown, burnt umber, and I'm just giving some lines with my fine brush. Well, one of my finer brushes. So I am defining the tree, and I'm gonna keep working on it, giving uh, lines and definition from outside. Then I'm gonna move to inside the tree, and I'm just gonna see how it goes. But for now, I quite like it. I love painting trees. It's one of the things that I like the most. And for the tree, I am adding lighter shades of brown um, on top of the darker shades. So that is gonna give volume to the tree, and it's gonna make it look more real. So for the base of the tree, I am using a lighter brown, and then I started to apply a darker brown, so it gives the tree that volume, and it make it look alive or quite real. So I'm painting the shoes for that, and actually using the same colors, or basically the same tone of brown that I was using for the tree. And I decided to go back to the background again. And for that, I have mixed again the same colors as before, a little bit of Cadmium red, a little bit of Cadmium yellow, and a hint of blue. So I decided to go back to the floor again, and then I'm just using a mix of burnt sienna as before, Vandyke brown, but this time I'm using more raw sienna or burnt brown, so it looks a little bit darker. So now I'm moving to the hair. For that, I started with a base of just cadmium yellow. Of course, I decided I'm not gonna leave this witch blonde, and then I mixed a little bit of rose sienna and burnt umber. So we are giving the hair kind of blondish tones, but more like on the darker side. Um, I don't know how the color is gonna end up, but it's looking nice already. And adding another layer to the shoes to make them a little bit darker, and then for her legs, I'm using yellow and dark amber. Now I'm going back to the tree again. So for that, I'm using now darker brown, and I'm defining the branch of the tree, just using one of my final brushes for that, and just I'm giving some definition to the tree, and just making it look real, and giving a little bit of volume. So now I'm going back to the dress again, and now I'm adding another coat of black. And look how nice this is coming up. I actually love it. It looks like a proper dress. I might get one of these skirts for myself. So now I'm adding a hint of grey to the skirt and also to the jacket. I will move to the jacket and the whole dress to give a little bit of volume. So I decided to add another layer to the background again because for some reason I wasn't very happy. As I'm adding the layer, I'm starting to like it, and using around the same colors again, about the same colors, is the Cadmium red, the yellow, and a hint of blue, and just experimenting. Let's see how this come out this time. After experimenting with the ground again, I decided to add another layer of darker colors of the previous version and adding some leaves for which I'm mixing Cadmium red and raw umber. And going back to her hair now, I wanted to do a little bit more work. So I'm using a darker brown and just adding some lines on top of the what we already had. And yes, it's just looking nice. It's coming out nice. I like it. I'm adding a new coat on the background. I'm working on the background again and using mostly white, um, mixing it a little bit with a hint of red, Cadmium red, and yellow, but it's mostly white. And I'm doing this because I want the witch to stand out in the on the painting, and I am actually enjoying doing this quite a lot because it's coming up very nicely. I want to give this kind of misty and mysterious look to the painting, and quite pleased with the way it's all coming out. So I decided to add leaves to this painting, and for that I use a mix of Cadmium red, a darker red, and raw sienna. I wanted this painting to be a little bit monochromatic, and I enjoy using earth colors. They are my favorite. So I just wanted to give this kind of romantic look and this final look to this painting, and I'm gonna do the same later on the floor. I'm gonna use the same mix of colors, and I'm gonna be adding leaves on the floor as well. So now I'm defining the dress, and for that I'm just adding more layers of black, and I'm using just plain black mixed with a little bit of white, but just a hint of black of white. Sorry, and that is how it's looking. I decided to retouch a little bit the hat and make it a little bit longer on the top, so it gives that looks more like a witchy hat, and actually like it. I'm retouching the floor now with a little bit of leaves, and I wanted to say about this painting that I quite enjoyed it. The sketch came out very easily in just one go, and the whole look of the painting, actually, I am quite pleased. Uh, it's easier than it looks, and if you decide to give it a go, you may see and you will see by yourself. So hopefully you will give it a go. If you decide to try, please leave a comment and let me know how it goes. So this is the finished product, and I actually like it. I didn't find it very difficult, this painting. I hope you enjoy it, and I see you in the next video.